Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stumpy, and I am joined by the man of the hour. It is Doomsy, and we are going to lead you through today's tables and the groups and everything like that. So I think immediately, let's just look at today's groups. Let's see what's happened, and then let's see what's going to be going on, obviously, and what these games actually end up meaning. So let's just go straight to them. Let's see what's happening in the groups today, because we've had relatively normal games, I feel, but I'm not too sure necessarily how standard they are, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had like Vitality have gone through pretty cleanly.
Yeah,
Complexity have gone cleanly. TSM have been knocked out. Splice as well. On day one, we've got Cloud9, expected win there, but they did have a close 3-2 with Veloce today. So then Triple Trouble 3-1 in Renegades to get through as well, and then Veloce 3-0. We've had G2 2 3-0s today. They've had a very, very dominant showing. I think they've been my standout team today. I think they've probably been the most impressive today, for me. The Bricks 3-0ing Barcelona, which is very impressive. But then Barcelona being like, you know what, I don't care about that. We're 3-1ing method. So Barcelona got through into the loser's side. Ghost Gaming currently playing against Aeriality. So interesting to see how that one plays off. And then Randy Gibbons 3-2ing NRG to get through.
And Ghost just won their game as well. So they just beat Aeriality. So that's now 3-1. Ghost are through to tomorrow's games. But we are just going to be figuring out this final group. Group D, there are 2 games left to play. There is Dignitas versus Chiefs, which is what we're going to be looking at. And there is NRG versus GC Aura Esports. I'm going to say it's probably going to be Dignitas and NRG going through. But also, I don't necessarily know how well Astral is playing with the Dignitas lot.
Yeah, we have no idea so far. I mean, they already beat GC Aura Esports 3-0 in their quarterfinals match, but then they got 3-0'd by Rogue in the semi-finals.
Oh wow, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so that's how they got down to the low bracket here. So
we can see how well they're going to be doing in this game, because we have got right now Dignitas versus the Chiefs. Now, first of all, guys, you're thinking Chiefs, you're thinking Torsos. Idiot. Don't think Torsos. Instead, you need to be thinking the Icon roster / the Tainted Minds roster of CJ, Dripper, Shady, and Express. So those are your Chiefs roster today. But we are going to be seeing who out of these 2 teams is going to be going through. Whoever wins gets to day 2, easy peasy. Whoever loses, they are out. They will be going home.
Yeah, it's still a die moment here. If Dignitas go out day 1, that would be, a shocking result. We've already got TSM out, so that was already quite shocking. But yeah, two really well-known teams here, and one of them will be going home after the series.
All right, started off with a little bit of pressure on the side of Dignitas. Sorry, for Dignitas, I suppose. And now it's going to be working its way out. Chiefs grabbing on to the shot. CJ trying to go for something a little bit cheeky. Couldn't quite get anything from it, unfortunately. Going to grab that boost. No, it's stolen away from him. Now Express Central. Express before has always tried to do these little passes, which is always, I always love seeing it. He always tries to get them just hitting Central, and Shady can really get some strong shots off. So if they can be connecting, then that's going to be a pretty scary side to be on.
Yeah, I mean, he did go for there. There's just no one in the middle to receive it. It had all 3 Chiefs members in a straight line on one side, and you don't really want that too often. Great clear there.
Yeah, that was good. A little bit of an awkward pitch for Dignitas. But CJ's connected with it, back on the other end. Can Yuka get the double? No, he cannot. And I'm mainly going to be looking at Astral here. This is now a completely different roster, obviously, to the full-on Dignitas that we're used to seeing. And Express is going to be taking the first goal. That is going to be to his name. The pass from CJ Central. That is the passing plays we know that the Chiefs can achieve.
Yeah, we were just talking about those infield passing plays and how effective they can be. You know, Dignitas definitely have to watch out for that. Make sure they cover that midfield area, which is something that's been developing a lot more in Rocket League as people are trying to cover as much of the midfield. And I feel like teams that can dominate a midfield tend to, you know, do better and outperform those that will look to other areas to focus on.
Just off the crossbar, Chiefs can't quite secure their second goal. Now Astral from the back, again, can't quite get it. Has not got enough boost to get him close enough to that. Now Panda on this right wall hits it very central. Is there a blue player there to take advantage of? There is not. Then Panda regains control. But it's sent again towards Dignitas half. Express taking out that newcomer to this squad, Astral. Zico tries to work his way down. Thought there would be a double commit juice, but there thankfully was not.
Yeah, the Dignitas pressure is coming out strong here. This is what we want to see from them if they want to take an equalising goal.
Oh!
A great back pass from Astral gets blocked by Shady though. Great, this is what they're talking about with the midfield presence. Their midfield presence on defense and offense, so that's great to see from them.
There it is. There's more of that offense on the offense where CJ is hit into the center, but Panda. Oh no, Express, sorry, he goes to try and get it out, and then Astral just gets in front and will score the first goal on the B stream for Dignitas. So well done to Astral. Set yourself a new world record there, right?
Yeah, they get a medal for that. Obviously, I'm loving Astral's car at the moment. So pimped out.
It is pretty.
This color scheme it's just the colors are. I don't know. I can't remember what paint finish that is, but it's looking lovely.
I think it's pearlescent. I think it's pearlescent. Yeah, sort of like depends how you look at it, how the light hits it, it changes the color. Pretty nifty. Ooh, Express nearly getting dunked once again. And not getting too much from that, but the pressure is staying in that Chiefs back third. From Express over to Shady. Can he get the dubs? That's going to be going low. CJ's there.
Pass,
he's
there it is.
Pass, yes.
For Express and into the top corner. That is exactly what they should be doing. And at the moment, Dignitas can't seem to be handling this. They have 3 players all the way back. There's someone on the backboard. You know, Yukio's on the backboard. Astral's in the goal, ready for a shot. But no one is in infield for the pass, and they've got to be really careful about those.
Those passes, I said at the start just how deadly they are, and they are proving to have that venomous bite to them. They have currently been the 2-goal scoring methods for the Chiefs. Now Dignitas, it is now on them to learn. Are they going to be, you know, knowing that it's actually going to be the best thing to shut down on the side of the Chiefs? Or are they just going to keep playing how they're playing and hope that the Chiefs sort of fall into line and stick to the script?
I mean, at the moment, Dignitas need to change a little bit up on their defense. I mean, that was another good opportunity there. Unfortunately, the pass to CJ just wasn't quite on target, but that could have been another golden shot opportunity.
Panda now around this right wall. Yukio is going to be following up. That is on target. The Shady can clear it away, but it's still dangerous. It's up high. Yukio with no boost. Going to grab this mid. Yes, he can. Again, that's far. Express is generating so much power.
Great clears coming out from both sides. Just getting the perfect timing on the ball. And that is a fantastic movement from Yukio. Doesn't even need to jump for that one. Just slams it straight off the corner. With 3 seconds left, Dignitas need a goal right now. They need to keep this up in the air if they want any chance to win this match. Yukio popping it up. Be out by Astral. And is there to keep it up. Still going up. No blue member has kept up yet. With that touch there, CJ can drop it onto the ground. And with that, the Chiefs have won game number 1, 2-1, which is quite surprising something.
2-1 to the Chiefs. That first game going against our previous world champions. Now, we're going to have a lot of definitions now of world champion. Is this still a world champion squad? Technically, no. But is it a world champion org? Yes. It's a bit of a... It's a little bit of a... It's a hard definition, I think, for anybody to land on. Would you say it's still the world champion squad?
Well, I mean, it's only one of the players, really. So it's the world champion. So you can't really... I don't know, I think it's basically a completely different team at this point.
Yeah.
The Dignitas has been evolving and changing now. They're definitely not the same Dignitas that they once were. Mm-hmm. You know, there's obviously going to be... It's basically a completely different roster now. But, you know, Panda and Yukio are 2 fantastic players. You know, we still have to see how Astral performs and what he can bring to the table. But the fact that Chiefs are coming out with a strong start here shows that...
Really strong.
You know, Chiefs are here to play. Chiefs are here to play.
Yeah, those passing plays that they have actually managed to secure as well is absolutely amazing. I love seeing when they have got that inspiration to do everything that they want to be doing, and it does end up working. It's always so nice to witness, because it's a team that's confident. It's a team that is ultimately on fire, and the other team's defense should be terrified.
Yeah, I mean, Dignitas need to change that. They need to spread it out a bit more. I mean, obviously they got Astral into, they're playing around with it and see how it works, but they need to sort that midfield out. The midfield.
Right now in the middle, only 20 seconds gone, but Panda does seem to generally just be a little bit low on boost. I saw it in the last game as well. I think he was struggling a little bit to be as topped up as he would like to. Maybe we're seeing Astral take more than he's used to having taken by his previous teammate of Turbo Pulsar. And I mean, look, if Dignitas can't make the second day when Randy Gibbons' River Rats have made the second day, then that is
CJ.
something that is going to be scary. But yeah, that is such a good play by CJ.
Great place up just behind Astral. Like, Astral, it's difficult for Astral there, because I mean, the double touch setup could have been done just above the goal, but CJ opted to put it behind Astral, and having a ball above you and behind you slightly is one of the worst places for a ball to be. So Astral had a very difficult time dealing with that. So it's perfect placement from CJ there.
CJ is doing incredibly well. I've always taken sort of Chiefs / Tentermine / Icon, whatever you want to call them, as not as always like the second best, but I really feel like they are a team that I've never really given much credit for. I absolutely adore the guys on Chiefs, but I've never really seen them as competitive titans, and maybe that's unfair of me, and I hope this tournament is able to change that.
Yeah, at the moment they're showing that they are, they've improved a lot and they're ready to play, because this is a very, very good showing for them. They're very clean, they're playing very well together, and they do not look threatened. They do not look threatened or scared by Dignitas at all.
Now CJ going to be chasing that ball. He does go alongside it with Shady, but Express is left back. It's his central, but that's fine, because there's no Dignitas player waiting. Panda to Yukio. Yukio absolutely lofts it, top left of the goal. Will not get them any points on the scoreboard. Now CJ off that back wall. Doesn't opt to go for it straight away. Maybe should have done. Cut out the play early, and it means that then Yukio won't be able to get to it.
Yeah, lovely little touch up there from Astral. A classic touch up aerial on the recovery on the wall and then pass it infield. Can definitely catch some teams off guard.
Now it's the 1-all scoreline between Chiefs and Dignitas. Don't know how many people would have necessarily expected Chiefs to be getting a game here, but I'm very, very happy that's what we're seeing. Astral going for that reverse air dribble. Doesn't end up getting to anything, but that's the kind of mechanics that I know that Panda has said previously, that's why he's got Astral into the team. It's because he is a young player. He's able to be moulded how they're going to need to have one of their players to be. And he's very coachable, so he's looking forward to doing that, and obviously Snasky, being the Dignitas coach, is looking forward to taking a young player under his wing. His big, strong, muscular wing.
Yeah, a lot of players now, a lot of teams are looking for their third player to be mechanically gifted as a bit more important over their positional skills. Because at the moment, your positioning can't be improved as much as the mechanics, and it's just the mechanical skill players are definitely the ones that are shining a bit more, as that's where the most room for improvement is.
Astral trying to show off just how mechanical he is. Very nice pass.
Oh, what a save!
With the reactions of a frickin' eagle or whatever the hell can react quickly. A tapeworm or something.
Insects, smaller bugs, they react perfect.
Still bugs, a fly, he's a minnow.
Fly,
he's a tiny fish. What a save by CJ.
The CJ the fly, well done. That was a great reaction from him. He put it just out that post to bounce out. And it was, the save as well. He managed to put it in a relatively safe place for his team, so they couldn't quite get the counter shot back on it.
Yeah, he's been a fantastic player today, but Express trying to work his way down that field. We'll get the demo on Violent Panda, but does Shady ends up hitting it straight to Yukio. CJ getting a touch there. Will he go for the second? No, he will not. Let's get it from the floor. Now low boost, goes for the mid boost, and Astral will take his life for, just for the hell of it, I suppose.
Take a man down. Makes things a little easier for your team. Good speed from CJ there.
Bear in mind that we keep repeating it, but it deserves to be said. Whoever wins this, they are through to day 2. Whoever loses, they don't get any other chances. They're gone. They're donezo. They are finito. They are zilched out of the tournament, and they are officially bad at Rocket League. So, either of these teams, it'd be a shame not to see them in day 3. Day 2, rather.
At the moment, we do have one OC team already through with Ground Zero. So
Yes.
Chiefs are looking to join them. The OC brethren.
How
God.
do you save that?
The read there, straight to express to CJ, trying to get the shot in, and that was just a fantastic save there from Astral, proving that he deserves to be on the squad.
CJ trying to clear it out. We have 15 seconds. 2 are up. No one committing. Astral not going for it. Tries to go for that second one. Shady sends it along, but Yukio, very, very patient, can just keep it in the mid.
Lovely touch.
Bounces high, but again, nobody there. Now can Panda bounce this in? Can they bounce down? Yes, we have overtime in game number 2. Chiefs win this. They are just 1 game off getting through to day 2. And Dignitas are in a terrifying position of reverse sweeping one of the best teams in OC.
Yeah, it was a great little flip reset from Panda, just to keep the pressure going. And it's still showing from this onwards. Otherwise, that would have been cleared. Showing that flip resets aren't just used for goals, they're used to just maintaining pressure, to just cause a bit of a hassle for the opponent.
CJ, good demo underneath. Now Express and Shady able to do something here. Bounce up as well. Express trying to go for the bump. Shady, can he get there quickly? Yes, he can. Can he get another one? Yes, he can. Can CJ get it on target? No, he can't. Not with Violent Panda breathing down his neck. Now Shady has to retreat. He can pick up that back boost and then go for it, which he does so, and it pinches very nicely for the Chiefs. CJ up nice and early, but Panda will be meeting him there. Express can send it long. There's no real challenges for him. Maybe could have gone across to Shady, but it doesn't really matter a huge amount. CJ has to remain calm there. So he was the last man back. We've seen a few times where certain teams have been, you know, like jumping out too quickly. I thought that was a very good chance for Dignitas to score there. And that's another one, and they do!
Clinical finish from Yukio there. That is great placement and like a tough angle as well. Unfortunately, Express left the ball, hoping that CJ would get the save, but CJ just couldn't get back in time. But Yukio, fantastic shot there. 2-1 in that match, and now we're 1-1 in the series between Chiefs and Dignitas.
Chiefs are putting up a hell of a fight, but Dignitas are remaining strong. They're showing that they are one of the best teams in the world right now. Unfortunately, they obviously didn't make it to Season 7 LAN. In Dallas, I don't believe they had a fantastic finish. I need to double check that though, but in Dallas, I don't think they had the best finish. Were they even there?
They came top fourth in Dallas.
That's it's still pretty good. That's okay. It's not a win though, and that's terrible for them. No,
yeah, how dare they? How dare they not win?
They're definitely one of those teams where if they're against an opponent that can be challenging them on a regular basis, they're going to struggle to maintain a lot of that pressure because they don't necessarily know how to work out of there, and that's exacerbated by the fact they don't have Turbo and they don't have that really confident rock of a player who Panda's been playing with him for 2 years now or something. So it's definitely one of those moments where this is going to be an important tournament for them. But Panda said previously he doesn't expect the world from Astral right now. He just expects that hopefully they do a decent amount to be proud of it when they go home.
Yeah, I mean, you can't throw in a new third man and expect them to play out this well. But so far, I've been impressed with Astral. I think their problems aren't more individually. It's just them as a unit, which is understandable because Astral is their new third. But mechanically speaking, and the way Astral's playing is very good.
He's definitely confident.
He's definitely confident, which is great to see because you get thrown into your first LAN. You want to, and you can play confidently. Then you're a natural. That's where you feel good on a LAN setting.
Game number 3 is 20 seconds gone, and either one of these is going to send each team into that point of being 1 game away. And Yukio is trying to secure this for the team. Express coming into CJ, which wasn't really needed, and then it gets pinched off his roof and in from Yukio, who's actually repping that DreamHack champion because he did obviously win DreamHack Leipzig, the first stop of this DreamHack Pro circuit. alongside Violent Panda and Turbo Pulse.
Yeah, at the moment, Chiefs' defense looking a little sketchy at the start, but they respond beautifully with a great bit of offense as Express comes in with his first goal of the game.
Shady coming in as well from the other side of the pitch, completely cutting everybody up, and he just tips over the top. I don't even think he was in the peripheral view of the player on the backboard, who was obviously had full cam on to see what was happening. So coming in from the blind spot, gets a lovely pass, and Express can sink it in. Again, they're such a team play focused team, and OCE as a region is very team play focused. They rarely do just individual plays. They're all about working together, which, I mean, that's the style of Rocket League that I adore seeing.
Yeah, that's true, actually. They make a lot of passing plays with each other. There's not really anyone on OCE with really crazy mechanical skills like you'd see on a Barcelona or a Cloud9. But
I mean, the person I'd say mostly for that would be Drippy. And he is now obviously North America and is not actually competing in OCE, so he's sort of taken away that golden child. Look, even there, CJ, down to Express. That's just how they play. It's such a nice to each other.
TPA.
Exactly.
It's good. They've got to be careful when they do these things though. Some teams, depending on the team, lovely dribble there by the Shady. That was like great little play there. The solo plays there, which is good. You want to mix up, not always pass it all the time. But yeah, if you're always going for the passes, a team can easily read that and learn your patterns and be like, okay, they're obviously going to pass, let's intercept. And that's happened at countless RLCSs where, an OCE team will just rely on passes too much and then they'll get punished and intercepted by, an EU or an NA team.
Alright, CJ just having a little bit of flail in there. Astral, though, gets that flip reset. Oh, I would have liked to see him hold it a little bit longer, but then he got that second touch and sort of almost figured it.
Yeah, he had 0 boost there, so I don't think he couldn't really hold it too long. He had to because he's falling down off the flip. He had to flip it as soon as he could, really. Again, no boost.
Oh, and there is a goal for Dignitas once again, and it's all Astral. He's got the tag of Professor of Physics, and he is bending them to his whim in this game.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I say, Astral was playing very well. He's doing very well, having a great first showing. And even though he only had 40 boosts when he started that air dribble up the wall, he said, you know what, I don't even need it. I'm just smashing straight in the goal. It's left open. Lovely fake. Almost gets to 50. Forces CJ to hit it, though. And oh my goodness, UK almost smacked it into the goal. So many chances here. They're just knocking on their door.
Yeah, that's so many chances. Astral just couldn't quite put it in the end. Now Astral dribbling away. Shady goes for the challenge, but Express and Yuki then do a 50. Shady getting rid of Violent Panda and CJ, he is able to get that shot in the other top corner. This demo from Shady fully opens it up. That 3-man offense as well. It's completely needed.
Yeah, I mean that was just great play overall from the team. Great angle there from CJ. The turn, it's a classic Dominus air roll turn shot. Very well played. Dignitas need to watch out on their defense. They've been quite a couple of times there because the Chiefs are doing very well to capitalise on their little tiny errors.
And CJ trying to get it central once again, trying to get out these passing plays. Express can go via the boost, so he's got that as well. Confidently goes up. Christ, he's quick.
Speedy boy over it.
Ooh, a miss there from Violent Panda, but a demo from Violent Panda, just getting rid of that rage and that frustration. They're getting a 50-50 alongside with Astral. Yuki in the corner with Express. Can get it far. If he had more boost, I'd be loving it.
Oh, the touch from Shady!
Oh my god, Shady!
That was sensational play. I didn't think he could quite get the angle, but Express makes a lovely pass into the middle. Shady gets up so quickly before Astral. Just puts it behind it. Takes it right. That is gorgeous play there from the OCE boys making the passing plays like we were mentioning something.
Why do you think you're allowed to score that, Shady? I want to have a word with you, mister. That is a ridiculous shot to go for. Now they're 3-2 up. They're ahead of Dignitas. There's 1 minute and 17 seconds left if we're being pedantic. And Yukio does end up getting that equalising goal. 3-3 now after Astral bumps Express way out of the way. Shady couldn't quite get there. CJ stuck in net a little bit.
Yeah,
and
very
3-3.
Very short-lived that that lead there by the Chiefs, just getting caught a little bit in front of their own net. 2 players on the backboard, no real depth to their defense, just more in a line along their goal. But very difficult when you're playing against a team like Dignitas. No one in net.
Get the defense.
Where's the defense?
Yukio is able to capitalize on that situation. CJ went flying. Shady went for a touch very early. And then when Express returns, he just can't quite make it. So now Dignitas are in the lead. This is so hopeful. There was, what was it, 1 minute 17. And Chiefs were in the lead 3-2. 1 minute 1. And now Dignitas are in the lead 4-3.
Yeah, this is just turning around. Astral, though, getting a lovely ceiling shot. Just hit the crossbar. But now we can see why this team's been picked up.
No! Yukio going for his own double touch from the corner, from the initial hit as well. Just anticipating CJ is not going to be getting there, and does end up scoring that double. That is a phenomenal read from the corner. That is nothing to shake a stick at. And with 45 seconds remaining, we're going to be seeing... Now, you know what? Screw that. It's still within 1. Let's do it, boys. Let's get overtime.
9 goals have been scored so far. The Chiefs are not giving up. They are not going down without a fight. Shady was trying his hardest, I think, to get that goal still. But, yeah, fantastic play here. And Chiefs are not out of this just yet.
Not at all. Chiefs are still well in this series, well in this game. Whoever wins this series goes through, whoever loses goes home. Shady stealing that boost, that's a really good idea. He didn't need to rush anywhere.
Risky input pass there.
That was such a risky pass.
On the defense as well, 2nd and 3rd man. Very unnecessary.
Yeah, you can't be doing that often. They're very lucky to have got away with that. Yukio now challenging, gets it central. Astro wasn't necessarily anticipating it. Good 50. Goes high, CJ going for the bumps. Does manage to get Yukio, 5 seconds left. It goes in the middle. Shady is there. It continues to go across. That's going to go right in front of the goal. But Yukio should have dropped it. Oh no, Shady does the work for them. And in the end, Dignitas take game number 3. They're now just 1 game off going through and knocking Chiefs out of this amazing tournament so far. That is such a performance by Chiefs. Game 5 wouldn't shock me.
Absolutely not. This is very, very even. That was a very high-scoring game there. But you know, as we've seen, Chiefs a lot of the times has been passing players going in. You know, the infield passes off the backboard side. Dignitas have been a lot more solo plays coming in, or just like
especially from Astral.
Unintentional, especially if you're Astral. We can see now why they picked up Astral. Like they weren't kidding when they said he's like great mechanically. He's performing very well. Honestly, I think he's my star player so far this series. So yeah, I think that was a fantastic pickup from Dignitas.
Yeah, they have been obviously. So it reminds me a little bit of Vitality right now, where they were all individually incredible, but they just couldn't quite figure out how to work together. Right now, we've got 2 players who work together really well in Yukio and in Panda, and now we just have that sort of surprise third who obviously doesn't know how to play with them as well as somebody else would, like Turbo, because they've been with them for ages. It's something you can't blame on the player, but it's something that Panda wants. He wants for the player to then become part of that team in a really strong way, as opposed to having somebody who's going to want to be doing things their own way.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this is the exact order you want, where you have a player who's just playing well, but maybe there's like a little bit of a connection, synergy issue between you. But it's not even like there's not even been an issue. It just seems like a little playstyle thing at the moment.
And that's fine. That's something that can be taught.
Exactly. Yeah, that's something they'll learn over time as they play with each other.
Yep. Now Yukio and Panda and Astral are going to be playing their hearts out. This could be the final game for them to get through into our day 2. This is just for day 2, for God's sake.
Oh, actually, great.
Yukio!
Somehow Yukio just air dribbled that after he had gone up for a save. It 50'd it into him and he air dribbled it away. That's ridiculous.
That makes me want to weep from how much skill that takes.
Cry tears of joy.
I would like to cry tears of every emotion. The minute's gone, no goals have been scored just yet. We might see a goal-based bonanza towards the end of this game again. Oh, we did in game number 3. And Panda on this right-hand side, Express though challenges. This has been all in. Dignitas is up, and that's rolling in, but the save coming out from Panda keeps Dignitas safe for now.
Yeah, Chiefs are having all the pressure at the moment. And so this is the very few time that we've actually seen Dignitas get it in the Chiefs' half. So Chiefs just need to keep this going. They keep playing like they're doing, and they'll definitely get a goal. They've had some goal line saves from Dignitas, so
yeah,
you know, keep playing as they're doing, and Chiefs will do all right. Oh, just a bit too hard of a pass there.
Their passes are
Express.
always so quick, by the way. There's never just like a slow pass into the middle. They are always so fast, and they just boom it at each other, and yet they still seem to connect about 90% of the time.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because they pass so much, they just get used to it and practice it, and they get so much practice with the passing that their speed will just increase.
Yeah. No, it's been so quick, and that's what you need from a team who loves to pass a lot, is to have it be second nature to find a teammate and also be as fast as it is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different playstyle match between Chiefs and Dignitas at the moment. But it seems like Chiefs seems to be working a little bit better. Have had a couple of close calls.
Shady has a second in the middle. Will he take his time?
1-2.
1-2. Oh, I was hoping for like the 3. That'd have been nice. A little bit naughty, but instead,
Double
Astral
touch.
nearly drops it in. Yukio then nearly follows up. Can steal that boost and continue to push around, but actually decides to finish it back. Works really well as Panda can get a shot on target as well, who has now got no boost. Yukio, though, towards the net, just goes off the crossbar. Both miss, then Express can get that secondary save.
Nice and
Oh,
hard.
can he get another? No.
Didn't have the boost to get that double. Just hit the ramp as well. Good speed from CJ there to take it around. Oh, it's open. Shady can get that back just in time. Panda though, with the goal, just not the greatest of clears here from Shady. He takes it away, but then he just literally ignores the ball to get boost. Astral there slams it right off the backboard, and you know, Panda, just an easy goal for him. Shady there, boost over ball. Should not be happening at this stage.
Especially not when you're approaching 90 seconds, and a comeback goal is going to be hard to come by. Now Panda hits it high, and Express can get on the other end of it. Astral following up as Shady can clear it high again. Again, using their amount of boost to their advantage. Gonna steal it away from Dig and then keep it high. Express across to CJ. CJ maybe could have just taken a touch there. He saw that Yukio was far away, so he didn't necessarily need to be, you know, like going straight for it. Yukio and Panda, though, having an awkward time, and once again, this OCE brotherhood is absolutely unbreakable. These passing plays are plentiful.
I don't know what was going on in Dignitas defense there. Both Panda and Yukio just double committing for that. Astral was right behind as well at that moment. It was almost a triple commit. And as poor Astral was left on his own, he has to cover like 3 different options by himself. So obviously he's going to stay in goal. And, you know, passing play, leave that to an OCE team and they will just make an infield pass and slam that in. You don't give an OCE team an infield pass opportunity, that's what I say.
Not at all. Astral going for the gimmick spins.
Here
Well, now 45 seconds remaining in this game. Is there going to be another goal now? No, there is not. Chiefs can clear it far and wide. Shady, don't you dare touch this again. No, good man. I respect you for that. But he does get the bump on Panda out of the net. CJ challenging nicely in the mid. The shot coming on would be dangerous.
My God, that was so
Jesus
close.
Christ.
I'm not sure if that was a doink or not, but that was almost sensational play.
I would have loved to have seen the speed of that goal if that went in. But alas, it did not. Now 15 seconds. Can Astral air dribble his way to victory? No, he cannot. 15 seconds as Yukio approaches. Takes it slowly. Can go for the ground pinch. But it goes low. Shady. Got a second. Opts for the pinch because CJ is behind him. This overtime could decide everything. Will Dignitas go forwards? Will the Chiefs go home? Will it even get to overtime? Yes, it will. Doomsy, who's your money on?
I'm going with Chiefs. I feel like, I don't know. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't pick a side. I'll go with the Chiefs just because I feel like they've had more pressure overall over this game. And, you know, they need to, if they can catch Dignitas out with a mistake, because there are some double commits, then Chiefs can really take this home. But they have to be careful of their defense.
If Chiefs win this, it's because of a passing play.
Probably.
Like, we just know that for a fact. You can clip this now, chat. It will be due to a passing play if Chiefs win. So Shady getting that very central. Express in there. I love that. Just lurking. Making sure that they know that he is there.
They need to watch out on a third man, though. The Chiefs are leaving a third man back for far too long against sometimes the entire team of Dignitas. And if they don't, if they got to watch themselves, because I feel like Dignitas might score from a counter-attack play with a third man on his own.
It's fine. CJ is there, and he can pick up this boost if he needs it. They can't quite get there. It's not going central, but Express is there, so it's all fun in the Chiefs camp. Shady just needs to take this calmly. That bounces central. Violent Panda can't get there, though. Express, if he gets this on target. No, so he opts for the passing play, but doesn't really have the power to get it anywhere meaningful. Drops central to CJ. Oh! Nearly goes in! Shady with nearly another little back touch. Can't quite make it, though. We are into our 2nd minute of overtime. DK just trying to bait in Express. So that's on target. No, it's not. I thought it was. Silly me. Oh,
silly bees. It's not over yet. We still got more Rocket League. Thumpy. Hold it together, mate.
Oh my god. Yukio gets one touch. Can he get the second? No, he can't, because Shady is there as ever. Is Panda there to follow up? Yes, he is. Low on boost, though, as it gets cleared far. Jesus Christ, that's sideways. Shady lands on it.
There's the interception, Astral. There's the interception we need if you're going to take down the Chiefs. Got to get rid of those infield passes.
Yeah. Yukio on target. Oh my god, Shady. I thought he just jumped over it. Again, dangerous position. Yukio trying to seek out those bumps. Can't quite make it. A nice doink central. Trying to go for the doink assist, but can't quite make it. Now the boost, to be honest, is all on the side of Chiefs here. They're doing really well with maintaining not being starved, which is a really hard thing to do, especially sort of at this level and when you're being pressured this hard.
Yeah, and players with no boost tend to gravitate more towards their goal, which will open up a space in the midfield for a classic Chiefs passing play. So they're, whether intentional or not, they are doing a very good strategy that plays well to their playstyle.
Chiefs are really moving up the pitch here. There's somebody there? No, there's not. Okay, at least they're not sending somebody forwards too far.
Oh my god.
Oh,
they just, why did they leave that?
I don't know, it dipped more than I thought it would. I thought that was going to go clearly over. But that ended up hitting like sort of the nook of the post. Now 3 minutes in. Astral, can you get anything more out of this? No, you can't. Express is working his way up. CJ, no, opts not to go for it. Instead, Panda's going to be there. Across to Express as ever. And Astral does end up missing as well.
Yeah, Express there, he thought Express might have been able to get the ball. CJ went for the low pass, but Express was up instead. So there's a bit of a miscommunication there.
And that's on target. Oh, but Yukio is there to save it. CJ, can you drop it? Yes, you can. Shady across it. That wasn't. Shady was coming from the other way. If he came from the other direction, that would have been a devastating shot.
Careful, CJ. Doing a classic three-point turn. Not something you want to be seeing at this level.
Something you never want to see. Now Yukio trying to take it just a little bit sensibly. Does manage to get himself across to Shady. The boost on the way by CJ from Shady as well. Express using his willy-nilly. The bump attempt from Astral on CJ. Does manage to get him into an awkward position. Nothing more than that. From CJ to Express, sent far. Yukio corner. Jesus, this is just so many chances. Who is going to be coming out on top here?
The Chiefs, every time, whether it's defense or offense, making a play into the middle. But Dignitas seem to be holding their own. They're doing their defensive positioning is a lot smoother.
They were back! Oh my god. There are 2 of them back.
None, then 2. Should only spread out.
I just want to watch.
You just want to watch, but we're commentating. We're casting something.
What?
Shocking.
Am I live?
Yeah, we're live right now. Where another with a 5-minute overtime, another entire match has been played at Rocket League. 1-1 with the Chiefs and Dignitas.
The passing play! Oh, the CJ! With one of the best saves we've seen him come. He has had a clutch save earlier on. He has just had another one. CJ keeping them alive Express sending it far. Can Shady get over the top? That's on target. But Yukio is there, ready to block it. Now that's close. Panda going really high with that pass.
Express still reads it beautifully.
Hoping there'd be a lack of boost. Now can Chiefs push this harder? Shady getting the dunk, but nothing too concrete from CJ to Express, but low in the end. Shady trying to hunt out that boost as well. Trying to keep Dignitas grounded. Press again. No! CJ! His placement.
I don't know. Was CJ just not expecting that to go in? He's just caught way off guard. His reactions were just not on point there. But, I mean, all credit to Yukio. That was fantastic placement. A great shot.
Placement.
And 5 minutes and 52 seconds of overtime. Dignitas finally get the goal that they need to take themselves day 2. And
Dignitas have earned their place in day 2 of the DreamHack Valencia Pro Circuit stop. And they came up against such a formidable opponent there. The Chiefs, incredibly. I'd be amazed if we didn't see them at the next RLCS. I'd be amazed if we didn't see them perform as well. We get so much. How excited are we? This squad progress.
Absolutely, I think that was a very good pickup from the boys, especially when no one. I mean, Astral's been, you know, around the community, and he's played and and ranked in 6-mans, and he's been there. But like anyone who isn't in the scene wouldn't know anything like about him or who he plays. But yeah, they're a fantastic pickup. Mechanically speaking, he's great. I think he's immediately like one of the best mechanical players in what would be RLCS and on this team. So I think. A great pickup, and they just need to merge him into the team more. Get those positioning sorted out a little bit, get that synergy going. Because once that's done, I think this team will step up to a whole new level. Yeah,
and that's something that Dignitas haven't really had before. But previously, you've had pretty sensible players, realistically, but very strong players. Panda still very sensible with how he plays. He doesn't go for flashy things. Turbo, when has he literally ever scored a flip reset or something in a competitive match? I honestly don't think ever. But he doesn't need to because his other skills make up for it. Astral is something new that's coming into his Dignitas squad, and it's something that they have realised is missing at the moment. We've had, obviously, Cloud9, who won the Season 6 LAN, just mechanical gods, and they embarrassed Dignitas, to be honest, and I think that was a wake-up moment for them. So having somebody who is mechanically strong on their side is going to be their new sort of modus operandi in a way. We can now have a look at the bracket for tomorrow, or have a look at the groups for tomorrow, because there are some incredibly spicy games coming up. So in Group A, we have got Vitality, PSG, River Rats, The Bricks, Veloce, Ground Zero, Ghost, and the final team in there is obviously... who is that going to be, actually? No, Dignitas is in Group B. Oh, how exciting.
Oh, okay. It's Group... Okay, sorry, it would be the losers the winners between NRG and GC Aura Esports.
That's the one, yeah. Okay, yeah. So whoever wins that, they'll be going into Group A. And then Group B, we've got Cloud9, Complexity, G2 Rogue, Barcelona, Triple Trouble, Mount Gang. I'm so happy Mount Gang is there. They're the only org... the only non-org in there, and they're called Mount Gang, which is quite exciting. They're the only
Triple Trouble.
Oh, Triple Trouble. Oh, I see them as an
It's just
org.
weird. Well, and River Rats.
Wait, where's River? No, that's A. No, so I'm talking about just about
B.
Just
about B, okay.
Yeah, but even then, Triple Trouble.
Gotcha,
I just see them as an org at this point.
Yeah.
What an amazing bunch of games we have had today. Thank you to everybody who has joined us, obviously, for these games. It's been fantastic doing this B stream. Me and Doomsy will be back tomorrow, kicking off at around the same time. Sort of, if you're in CEST, around midday. If you're in the UK, about an hour before that. And if you're somewhere else in the world, Google it. We'll make sure so you should make sure that you see us tomorrow. Otherwise, Doomsy, any closing words for today's games?
Just some really, really great games. A few surprises here and there, but overall, they're following the script nicely. So, But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the games are tomorrow, because that's when we're going to get some real top teams clashing with each other.
Yeah, we're going to find out who makes it into day 3, and who's going to secure themselves a pretty decent chunk of that $100,000. My name is Stumpy. Follow me on Twitter at StumpyGoblin. And Doomsy, your at's been wrong underneath you all day, so do you want to just make sure people know what your correct one is?
Yeah, my at, it's at Doomsy with 3 E's and 2 O's. My name, but with an extra E. That's what it is.
Terrible.
Follow me there.
Whoever's got at Doomsy, please just let that go. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. There's still a match going on the mainstream, so make sure you catch that. There's more Rocket League going on. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow.